Hey, I just wanted to say very quickly, thank you so much for all the support on the recent videos, and also I have 15 subscribers now, which is awesome. I got like 118 views on my first bullet chest video, which is really, really cool. So thank you so much. On to the video. Hello, random fellows, it's me again. I'm gonna try doing a voiceover again for this video. So we get d4, c4, and my opponent plays g6. This is going to be some kind of a modern King's Indian defense hybrid, depending on what he plays. So he plays c6, I play e4, grabbing the whole center. He plays d6, I play knight f3, he plays queen c7, and sending e5. I play bishop e3, e5, d5, and c5. Now, these structures I always think are rather good for white. Because I just have way more development. I mean, all of his pieces are on the back rank. I have both of my knights out, I have a bishop out. He plays a6 intending b5. I play a4, just making sure he can never play b5 ever. He plays knight d7, trying to develop a little bit, but it's just very, very passive for black. So I think here for a little bit, and I play bishop e2, which is just a developing move for the bishop. I could also have played bishop d3 or g3 and put the bishop on g2, but I feel like d3 and g2 are kind of passive squares for the bishop. So he plays knight e7, also developing another piece. I don't really know why he didn't play knight f6, but I guess it's because he wants to play f5. But the problem is he can't really play f5 because he's too passive. Like, opening up the center only benefits me because my pieces are way more active. So that's why I play knight h4 and g3. My whole plan is to push f4 and just grab control of the whole center and the whole king side. It's very simple caveman brained play, but hey, it works. The center is very important in chess. So after thinking for a little while, he plays rook e8, which is just preparing for the opening of the e-file. It's a pretty sophisticated move, but his position is just bad, so it doesn't really matter. I play f4, and yeah, I think it's just a good position for white. He plays b6, intending to fianchetto his bishop, I assume, and also stop me from playing a5 ever, but that bishop on b7 is just going to be so passive staring into the d5 pawn, it's going to have no effect on the game. So I think for a little and I play f5. I just want to blast open the king side, maybe short castle, have my rook on f1 and just start attacking him, right? It's relatively simple play. So he plays knight f6, and now his bishop on c8 is attacking my f5 pawn, so he wants to take it. That's why I take on g6 relatively quickly without thinking. Now, I probably should have thought a little bit more because he can actually play knight takes g6, but luckily it doesn't work, as you can see from maybe the arrows a bit, because I can play knight f5, and if he plays bishop takes f5, which is the logical move, trading his passive bishop for my good knight, then I take back with the e-pawn, and my pawn is on f5 now, and it's hitting his knight on g6, so his knight on g6 has to go back, and then he opened up the e4 square for my knight on c3. So basically, knight takes g6 is just bad through all that calculation. So that's why he plays h takes g6 instead. He wants to make my knight on h4 passive and make sure it can never get into f5. Yeah, so I'm thinking a little bit about playing bishop h6, but I decide against it. I just short castle because one thing is, when you're attacking, it's a whole lot easier when your king is safe. Right, if my king is in safety, then he has absolutely zero counterplay against my king. So he plays bishop h3, and I just play rook f2. Obviously, if he plays knight g4, I just take it with my bishop. He plays queen d7, and queen d7 just connects his queen and his bishop. It's just bringing his queen a bit more into the game. I play bishop h6. Again, I want to attack him, so I'm trading off his bishop on g7 because it's defending his knight on f6. He plays bishop g4, which just blunders quite simply. So, yeah. I simply take on g7, and he has to take back with the king, and then I play queen g5, which hits both his knight and also hits his bishop, and he instantly takes on e2, but the thing is I'm not forced to take back. I can just intermezzo take on f6, and I was about to take back, but then I realized that his f7 pawn is also hanging, so I can also just insert queen takes f7, and now I'm just up like a lot of material. I'm up like a piece and a pawn or something if I take his bishop back, but I actually have even better, because if he plays king h8 now, then I play knight takes g6, sacking a knight, and if he takes back with his knight, then his queen is undefended on d7, right? You see that? So I'll just take his queen, and it's just completely lost for black. Like, even if he saves his bishop on e2, it's just, you're down queen for a knight in that position, I think. It's just, like, terrible. It's very, very bad. Or it's a queen for a bishop. Yeah. But, yeah, in this position, my opponent abandons the game, which is, you know, logical, but he could have resigned, but I guess he just rage quit or something. And now we get into the analysis. I switch to the overlay, and we see the game review guy up top. I scroll down a bit so that you can see I have 80.8% accuracy, and my opponent has 68.1, which is pretty crazy. I mean, the computer really did not like his play. But, I mean, this is kind of what happens when you play passive openings like this with black. Sometimes you just get rolled over, and there's not really much to do about that. But this would be a great opening for blitz from his side, probably. I don't know about c5, but yeah, this just doesn't work so well in Rapid. So we see all the developing moves, and you can just see the difference in activity, right? All of my pieces are on like almost optimal squares. Apparently knight h4 was a blunder, but that's because the computer wants me to attack faster with h4, g4. It doesn't even like f4. But from the human perspective, I thought what I was doing here was good. Yeah. So taking on g6 was a blunder, apparently. And then castling was also a blunder, which is what it told me to do last move. So yeah, it's in these close positions, the computers can just play it so much better than us humans, especially when you're only like 2,000 like me. Yeah, so bishop h6 was also a blunder somehow, and then he blunders, and now I'm just winning, and yeah. But I don't think I ever blunder away my advantage. It's just like inaccuracies for the most part. But yeah, I'm threatening to take his knight, and if he moves his knight, then his bishop drops off the board, obviously. But I thought that he could play knight g8 here, which he just cannot do because the computer comes up with an absolutely evil combination here, which is sacking the rook for the knight, knight takes back, and then just slide the other rook over to f1. I mean, that is absolutely devious, and there's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do to prevent me from winning the bishop or the knight, so I'm gonna have 2 pieces for a rook and just be completely winning. Yeah, but it is absolutely... I thought that you would trade queens, but nope. The computer decides that taking with the bishop instead is better. Yeah, I mean, these computer lines are pretty crazy. But yeah, somehow rook h8 is good. And yeah, now it's just an endgame with 2 pieces against a rook, right? Or something like that. Yeah. So, relatively clean game. Thank you for watching. I'm just showing the line where I win as queen. And Yeah, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, all that good stuff. And this was a very clean game. Yeah, his only move is rook up, or else he's getting mated somehow, and then I just start eating all of his pawns. He has to bring his bishop back, and that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.